Hello and welcome to the Blue Valley North Library and Media Center website. Today we're going to be using TinkerCAD in order to create a three-dimensional design. The first thing you're going to do is go to the internet using either Google Chrome or Firefox, and you're going to go to a website called TinkerCAD.com, www.tinkercad.com. This is a website that will allow you to design your own 3D models and download them in the proper format for printing. What you'll do first is sign up for a free account. You'll enter these details, just making sure that you're old enough to use the site. And then you'll create an Autodesk account. So you'll click on Create an Account, you'll follow all the prompts, use an email address that you use frequently, use a password that you'll be able to remember, and once you've created your account, you'll be in TinkerCAD. I already have an account, so I'm going to go ahead and sign in using my Autodesk account. And TinkerCAD will take you straight to a page where you can see all of the designs that you've made. Now, if you don't have any designs, this will just be a blank page saying you have 0 designs. I obviously have quite a few designs here, but you're going to click on Create New Design. When you create your new design, it'll give it a very silly name. This one is called Frantic Luff Maimu. And you will start by going to Import, and then you're going to choose a file. The file you're going to choose is in Miss Cornelius's Resources folder. So you'll go to Computer, you'll go to Resources, to Teachers, you'll find my name, and you will find a file called Sociology lapel clip, and you will choose that file and then click Import in TinkerCAD. When you click Import, it brings in this lapel clip. And so what this basically is a little plastic handle where you can pinch these two things together, kind of like a clothespin, and it'll be something that you can stick on your clothes. Now for this project, what you're going to need to do is create a clever design that will represent your team well. All of the shapes that you're going to be using are over here on the right. This is kind of like your properties manager. And you can see their shapes there already. It doesn't matter what color they are because they're not going to print in the color that you choose anyway. They're going to print in your team color, and the entire clip with all the design and everything will all print in the same color. So don't worry about what color these things are as you add them to your shape. So if I want to start designing something, I'm going to bring in a shape, and I've decided that I'm going to use a cylinder. And if you use these little cones at the top, that moves the entire shape. If I want to make my cylinder shorter, I can click on this square and drag it down until it's about the size that I want it. Another thing you can do in TinkerCAD is right-click and rotate to turn your picture. And you'll notice that when you're designing in 3D, it's sometimes hard to think of the way that you need to move the pieces. So I want this disc to connect to the front of the clip. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rotate it up 90 degrees. And then, as I rotate around, I'm going to take this shape and I'm going to move it so that it's touching my lapel clip. So then these two things are now fused together as one shape. Also, you'll notice that this is a little bit below the platform, so I'm going to go ahead and raise it up just a little bit. And it's okay if it's below the platform completely, because when I print it, I'll move it into the right place for printing. And now I want to click on this, and I'm going to raise it straight up a little bit. Okay, so now I have this disc connected to my clip, and I'm going to bring in something else. I'm going to go ahead and use something different, maybe some of this fun stuff down here. I'll use something in the Extras panel. And I click on that and it exposes it. Oh, I just have eggs and ears and a chicken foot, so I don't really want any of those things. I'll go pick a letter and I'll put my first initial here. So I'm going to click this. I'm going to drag it onto my plane. I'm going to go ahead and rotate it. And then I'll drag it over so it's attached to what I have for my design so far. I'll get it into the right spot, and I'll have my design. And you'll notice that all three pieces of my design are touching. Everything has to be touching for your pin to print the right way. When you are done, or done for the period, you'll go over to this menu over here, and in the design menu there's a save feature. So you'll want to save this and it'll give it that crazy name, and it'll then be in your TinkerCAD account with that crazy name. And since this is a web app, you can really work on this and edit it from any internet computer. You just have to go to tinkercad.com, you have to log in with your account, and then you can go and work on your design anywhere. So I'll save it if I like how it is right now. And let's say that you're totally done and ready to turn it in. What you will do is you'll go back to design and you'll do download for 3D printing. This will ask you what kind of file you want, and you'll choose an STL file. The file will show up down here, so you can't actually click on this file and see what it looks like because it's an STL file and your computer will not have any kind of software that's capable of opening an STL file. I will have that software on my computer connected to the 3D printer, so all you'll have to do is take this file, which is now in your downloads, and you'll copy that, and then you will paste it into your folder, in your documents, wherever you want to put it in your folder for sociology class. And then you will also paste it on the resources drive in teachers. You will go to my folder Cornelius. In the inbox you will find a folder for Mrs. Pence's class, the hour that you're in, and you will paste it into that folder. That is how you completely turn in your project. If you have any problems while you're working in TinkerCAD, don't hesitate to ask myself, and you can email myself or Miss Sneathen and we can both help you, or hopefully you can get the work done in class that you need to get done. So good luck, happy 3D designing, and we look forward to seeing the designs that you create. Bye.